Lazy people of Reddit, what is the laziest thing you've done? When I was about 7 or 8, I had a small piece of paper, think it was a candy wrapper, which I had to discard. I was too lazy to walk to the kitchen to throw it into the bin, so I ate it. Oh my god. Seriously? This had me laying in bed belly laughing. I knew a guy who ate his math test in grade 3 simply because he didn't want to do it. Wait, what? He just ate his math test? How does that even work? More importantly, did he get away with it? Put in mouth, chew, swallow, repeat. Eating isn't that complicated. Didn't want to make lunch, so I just didn't eat. I do this a lot. I skip meals just because I'm too lazy to cook something or go get something. If I'm really hungry, I'll eat a handful of almonds, which requires very little effort. I once put instructions to go to the right side of the house and deliver a pizza to the first window, my bedroom. I didn't feel like walking to the front of the house to get my pizza. Driver obliged and got a very nice tip. A friend of mine lived a few stories above a kebab place for a few years. He was into kebab a lot. With time, they developed a mutual system to deliver his kebab. He called them with his order and went to the elevator 6 minutes later. He put his €5 on the floor and pressed a button for first floor. A minute later, the elevator returned with the kebab on it. When I witnessed this for the first time, I was out of words. Waiting 6 months instead of changing the clocks for daylight savings. When I was a teenager and on summer break, I once spent 3 days on a lazy boy in my living room watching TV. I'm more comfortable not wearing pants, but people kept coming and going, so I pretended to wear shorts for 3 days by just laying them over my legs. My parents were concerned, to say the least. I can't stop laughing at the thought of someone laying shorts over their legs to simply create the illusion of something that takes mere seconds to do. Beautiful. When I heat something up in the microwave for say a minute, I never enter 1 minute because I don't want to move my finger over to the 0. It's always 1 minute, 11 seconds. Or like 33 seconds rather than 30. Don't want to wear out my microwave finger. I always do 60 instead of 1 because it's one less button. You need to modernize. My microwave has a 1 minute button, so just one push. My dad was infamous for this, but I learned a lot of Latino dads did this. I would be in my room and he would call for me like if he's getting attacked. When I meet him in the living room, he would ask me to hand him the remote. That's on the same couch. A little more than arm's reach. Nah, I'm black and my mom would do this too. Ha ha ha. Indian. Same story. I delayed my university convocation by 6 months because I was too lazy to send an email confirming my attendance. My laptop was even in the same room as me. I just couldn't reach it from my bed. That's me in actually 4 hours, when I'll not have passed my last course because I didn't study a single hour. After writing this, I indeed started to study, yet I miserably failed at the exam. I feel no regret. I managed to pass 3 courses with minimal study time this exam season. Brother. Hey, I gotta tell you something. I come to his room. Brother, turn off the light, please. The real laziness comes afterwards when you don't shut the light off and he decides to just sleep with the lights on instead. I'm that brother. I didn't do my homework, so I acted like I didn't understand and had the teacher do the assignment for me. I did something similar in 6th grade. I didn't want to do a book report, so I claimed that my computer kept crashing, so I had to do it during school. Thinking about everyone who read this post and were too lazy to make an account in order to reply. Taught my cat how to turn off the kitchen light with the laser pointer when I forgot to once. It's really useful and only a little annoying when she does it while I'm still in the kitchen. Used to have one of those clap on, clap off lights in my room. I hated clapping, so I just made an audio recording of me clapping and mapped it to one of the programmable keys on my keyboard. That's peak laziness and I respect that. This is the intersection where laziness and innovation meet. Great things happen there. I decided to go to a university that had already accepted me, so I wouldn't have to do more applications. It worked out well, thankfully, but it was a pretty stupid thing to do. I was too lazy to go through multiple university applications, so I only applied to my first choice. Thankfully, it worked out both times I did this and I saved money on the application fees. Throw pillows at the door from my bed because I didn't want to get up and close it. You probably burn more calories throwing the pillows. Installing the remote control app on my phone so I didn't have to get the remote from across the room. Most people probably either install that right away or lose the remote and end up resorting to that. Me that day, I just didn't want to get off the couch. My laziest thing I did has to be when I grabbed 3 boxes of Pop-Tarts and 6 cups of milk and stayed in my room for a full week in summer. Live in the same building as a pharmacy, but I was too lazy to go to the store, so I ordered it at home. Had to wait 2 days for some magnesium that I could have gotten in less than 5 minutes. Texted my sister I had a doctor's appointment when I didn't, so that when my baby woke up, she would go grab him and I could sleep in. I wanted to adjust the thermostat, but I didn't want to get up, and I left my phone with the app in another room. I used Messenger to ask my husband at work to use his app to adjust the air. Definitely the laziest thing I've ever done. Sometimes I hide my girlfriend's phone in the kitchen, then I call it from the living room, and when she leaves the TV to go get it, I ask her to grab me a beer. I rolled off the couch to get a remote that fell on the ground instead of getting up and picking it up. Ended up tweaking something in my lower back and was out of work for a week. Couldn't get off the floor for like 10 minutes. Stupid pain. Rolling an office chair towards my colleague in office when I'm supposed to stand up and walk too. Had a class in college that was on the 3rd floor. One day the elevator broke down, so I turned around and went back to my dorm and took the absence. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell for more videos.